So if you're shopping for a streaming device in 2026, you have more choices than ever, but there's a problem. Some of these devices are outdated, some have gotten way too expensive, some look like incredible deals until you actually start using them, and others are part of a platform that's changing so much that I personally would not spend money on them right now. So today, giving you 7 streaming devices or types of streaming devices that I will never buy in 2026. Now, before you destroy me in the comments, there's something important that you need to understand. I'm not saying that every device on this list is garbage. I'm definitely not saying that you need to throw any of these devices away if you already own it, but the video is specifically about one question. If I was buying a new device in 2026, would I spend my money on it? And for these 7, my answer is no. Let's go ahead and jump into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. Alright, so let's kick it off with number 7, and any HD only device. Guys, in 2026, I don't care if that HD stick is on sale. I don't care if it's only 20 bucks. I don't care if it's 15. I don't even care if the TV you're connected to is only 1080p. If I'm buying a new streaming device today, I'm buying 4K. And here's why. You're not necessarily buying a streaming device just for the TV you own today. You're buying something that you might use for the next 3, 4, even 5 or 6 years, and maybe that old bedroom television is 1080p right now, but what happens when you replace it with a 4K TV next year? Now your TV can do 4K, but your streaming device can't, and you're right back where you started. And when you look at how affordable entry-level 4K streaming devices have become, the savings from going with an HD only device just doesn't make sense for me. Plus, with the 4K models, frequently they come with better overall hardware as well as additional capability. So even if you don't need 4K today, you're giving yourself more room to grow tomorrow. Number 6. Older Fire TV sticks. So I'm specifically talking about older models that you find on clearance or refurbished or used or heavily discontinued online, because some of these you'll only see for 20 to 25 bucks and think that's a pretty good deal, but personally I would keep scrolling. Now, Amazon Fire TV platform is undergoing a major transition. Amazon's already confirmed that the future Fire TV sticks are moving to Vega OS instead of continuing with traditional Android base that we've known and used for years. And this puts some of this older Fire hardware in an interesting position. You're buying older hardware on the older platform, and right as Amazon is moving its new hardware in a different direction, that's not necessarily where I want to put my money. And then you have the hardware itself. Some older Fire TV sticks come with very limited internal storage. Install a bunch of streaming apps, let those apps build their cache, download some updates, and eventually you might see your favorite Fire TV message saying critically low on storage. And another reason that I like to add is that if they're already phasing out Android on their Fire TV, updates are going to come very rarely, and eventually they're going to move on, starting with the older devices. So definitely I would avoid it. Number 5, and we're back at Amazon again. Fire TV Stick Select, or any Fire TV stick that's running Vega OS. Now, this one might require some explanation, especially if you're not heavily into streaming, because I don't necessarily think the Fire TV Stick 4K Select is a terrible device for the average person who just wants to turn on your TV, open Netflix, Prime Videos, YouTube, Disney Plus, start watching something. This could be perfectly fine. My issue is with Vega OS, because when you buy the Select, you're not just choosing another Fire stick, you're choosing Amazon's new operating system and ecosystem, and that matters depending on what kind of user you are. So a lot of people watching this channel aren't necessarily basic streaming device users. You guys like having options, you like customization, you like being able to install different apps, you like some alternative launchers, and some of you like experimenting with your hardware. But if the reason you like Fire sticks in the first place was the flexibility that comes with Android, I'll think very carefully before buying one with Vega OS. Again, for my personal use, I'd rather buy a streaming device that gives me control, and that's why the Fire TV Stick Select or any Fire TV Stick version on Vega makes this list in 2026. So number 4 isn't really about the device, it's about the price. And this is the Roku Streaming Stick Plus. Roku recently raised their price of this device from around $40 to $60, and at 40 bucks, we can have a conversation. But at $59.99, now I'm starting to look around. Once you get into that $60 price range, you're no longer competing strictly against basic entry-level streaming systems. There are other options out there with more storage, different operating system, more customization that make more sense depending on what you want. Now, Roku definitely has some advantages. User interface is easy to understand, platform is mature. It's great for someone who doesn't want to mess around with their streaming device. Just turn it on, pick a nap, watch a show, and if you use Roku over the years and you love the Roku OS, then paying a little extra money might be worth it to you. But remember what this video is about. Would I buy it at $40? Maybe. At $60? No, and not when I know what else that money can buy. Number 3, Nvidia Shield TV, but in this case I'm specifically talking about the Tube, or the tubular version that was released in 2019, not the Shield Pro. Those are two different conversations. I've said plenty of good things about the Shield Pro. Even in 2026, it's ridiculous how many things the old device can still do extremely well. You have AI upscaling, Plex, Ethernet, great codecs, lossless audio pass-through, and Nvidia gave the platform an incredible run when it comes to software support. But the Tube, I wouldn't go out and buy one today, especially if you're finding one at an inflated price, because availability isn't what it used to be. Now, if I'm going to spend premium money on Nvidia Shield in 2026, I'm buying the Shield Pro, period. The Tube gives you less RAM, less flexibility, and for enthusiasts who's still interested in the Shield today, I think the Pro just makes more sense. Now, here's the important distinction. If you already own the Tube and it works perfectly, definitely keep it. But if someone was to ask me today, should I buy the Shield Tube? My first question would be, how much is the Shield Pro? Because that's the one I would want. Device number 2, we're back to Roku again. This is the Roku Ultra. Now, again, the reason is not that Roku makes a bad streaming device, and the reason is this. $149 or $150 for Roku. I mean, and this is where the price completely changed how I evaluate the device. If you're asking me for $30, fine, maybe $40. I can overlook something at that price point. Now I'm starting to compare features, but if you ask me for $150, where we're definitely in premium territory, I'm talking about Apple TV, Nvidia Shield TV, my expectations are gonna change. And at that price, I want plenty of storage, I want excellent networking, I want a good user interface, I want flexibility, customization, I want excellent local media capabilities. And unfortunately, in my opinion, Roku doesn't give that to me. And on to number 1, generic, uncertified Android boxes. And you know exactly which ones I'm talking about. You go online, you see these random streaming boxes you never heard of. And according to the listing, this thing is apparently the most powerful computer ever created, right? The 8K, Android 14, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, 5G, 10G, Ultra HD, and apparently all of this technology can be yours for the low price of $29.99. And at that price, I'm at least expecting it to stream Netflix, run my smart home, wash my car, make me breakfast. And here's where people get confused. Just because the box runs Android doesn't automatically mean it's a certified Android TV or Google TV streaming device. That's an important distinction. Because we're talking about streaming devices, hardware specs aren't everything. So certification matters, DRM matters, streaming service compatibility matters, software updates matters, and security definitely matters. So this is where the spec sheet can fool you. Because a streaming device is more than RAM and storage, software optimization definitely matters. App support matters, certification matters, and you need to know whether the streaming service you're paying for can actually deliver the quality you're expecting on the hardware. So that was number 1, but the real question is, okay, if I can't buy or shouldn't buy these devices, what should I buy in 2026? If I'm shopping on budget, the on lineup is the first place I would be looking. 2 new devices released in 2026. We do have the On 4K, which is the stick version, still a great device. And of course, my top pick is going to be the On 4K Pro for about $59. If you want something more mainstream and you're already invested in the Google ecosystem, look at the Google TV 4K streamer. It is a little bit pricey, about $99, but I do see it on sale very often for about $74 to $75. Buzz TV G series, if you want more storage and enthusiasts oriented features, the Buzz TV G series becomes an interesting box, and I've reviewed this on the channel, so definitely go ahead and check it out. Xiaomi TV Box S 3rd generation is another option I'll consider, particularly for audio capabilities and for folks outside the US, Canada, Puerto Rico who can't use it on devices because they're regionally locked. The Xiaomi TV Box S is a great alternative. If you're an enthusiast looking for something like Plex, Ethernet, lossless audio pass-through, AI upscaling, and local media capabilities, maybe some gaming on the side, the 2019 Nvidia Shield Pro is a good option as well. And I would also throw the Apple TV in there depending what you're looking to do. So those are my 7. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Is there any streaming device or category that you'll take out, maybe swap with another one, or anything that you put in there? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know where I'm wrong. I will be responding to all comments. Of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.